Hey guys, I'm driving, so I kind of have a second to do this. I just started my second contract with VIPKID as of July 1st. I'm on my second contract. I've taught almost 600 classes in the last 6 months, which is pretty good considering the first 2 months I taught like a total of 20 classes. So I have found that I'm pushing myself harder and harder and harder. I'm now getting up 6 days a week between 3:30 and 4 to teach from about 4 to 8. So it's about 4 hours a morning. And then I am a stay-at-home mom. That doesn't mean that I sit home and nap all day. Actually, maybe get one nap a week for like 30 minutes. But then I entertain my daughter all day, my 1.5-year-old, who is wild and crazy. And, then have to do my wifely duties in the evenings, like cook and get the house in order. I'm OCD, so I do that every day, all day. And then I'm usually in bed. My daughter goes down at 9, so I'm usually in bed by 9:15 or 9:30. And then I start my day over at 3:30 or 4 the next morning. So I have increased my number of classes that I've taught every month. I started off with like 1 or 2 a week because I wasn't getting bookings, and then I started doing like 6 a morning, and then I bumped it up to 7 a morning, and then I bumped it up to 8 a morning, and then I bumped it up to 8 a morning, and then 4 on Friday nights and 4 on Saturday nights, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's really easy to do that when you're self-employed. But I recently stopped teaching nights at all. I'm just not going to do nights anymore. It was too hard on my family. The extra money was great. Not going to lie, that bumped me up, like $300 or $400 a month, just depending on how many bookings I did get at night. So having that extra income was great, but I was also missing out on family time on Friday and Saturday nights because we do stay up a little bit later on those nights with our daughter. And we weren't able to go do anything. We live like an hour from town, so we weren't able to go into town and, enjoy any time away from the ranch. If I was working on Friday and Saturday nights, we had to be back by 8 o'clock, which is kind of hard to do out there in the middle of nowhere. So what I wanted to talk about today is just don't work yourself too hard. I know I'm in a Dave Ramsey VIPKID group, and everyone is pushing to the brink, trying to get all this debt paid off, and I am too. I've paid off $5,000 of debt in the last 6 months, which is, I think it's pretty awesome. But don't push too hard. You're going to burn yourself out, and you're not going to be able to continue at this pace for very long. I'm really thinking about going back down to 7 classes a morning so that I can have that extra 30 minutes of sleep, because Lord knows I need it. Anyway, so that's just my little tip, my tidbit. If you already have bookings and you're pushing hard, let me know what your number is. How hard is too hard to push? I know people do all-nighters. I've done like 2, and I'm not ever doing another all-nighter. That was just way too much for me. It ruined the next 2 weeks for my sleep pattern. If you aren't getting bookings yet and you're a little bit slow on your bookings, let me know what you think your breaking point is. How many classes is too many classes? How many classes are you hoping to get booked? And when you do start getting booked, are you going to push super hard, or are you going to limit yourself to just a handful of classes every day? All right, guys. Talk to you later. Adios.